Hey, what's up, everyone? Michael Shih here. Welcome to today's live call. This is a call strictly to answer any of your questions. So if you're on the line right now and if you can hear me, go ahead and type in a 1 in the chat box for me and I'll take a look. All right. Hey, Marcus, welcome to the call. So we'll get started shortly, but if you're on the call, go ahead, let me know where you're calling in from. And also let me know what kind of questions you have that you want me to answer for you today. We'll be on here for a few hours just to make sure you get everything answered regarding e-commerce, print on demand, or even if you have dropshipping questions, you can ask me here. All right. So while I get more people coming on, I'm already seeing 9 people is watching right now. So I'm just going to let it load a little bit and wait for people to settle in. I see James is from Australia. Welcome. All right. Morocco, Romania. And then for the past 2 weeks, I did few webinars regarding print on demand. And I'm pretty sure most of you have jumped onto those calls as well. So if you have questions regarding print on demand, this is the time to ask. All right. We have from US, so everyone from all over the world. That's awesome. And just to let you know, Print Profits is closing today. So if you didn't have a chance to actually get in, now's the time to do so. The link to go to Print Profits is printprofits.com/yes, and you can simply register through there. And I know some people may have some registration or payment issues. My team is on that page. If you have any questions regarding payment or you didn't get your membership login there, you can contact my support and get everything answered for you, right? All right, so I have a question here from Marcus. How do you test designs and what's your budget for testing? Now, it really depends. How I test designs is I normally have a niche that I'm in, and then I'll test 3 to 5 different designs a week just to see which one gets engagement. And of course, I always talk about the customer journey, right? Because every time when you run an ad, there's the front end engagement that you're looking for and the back end, which is on your site. So a lot of people who go to your site, they will start clicking away. Some will add, some will just view content, right? And by reading that journey, you can actually know what is the last step. Because just 1% change in add to cart to conversions, that is a huge difference between a winning ad set and a losing ad set. So I normally test 3 to 5 designs a week on a brand new niche and store. And for the budget wise, if it's CBO, I set it at $100 and let it allocate to different ad sets. Okay. But if you're talking about optimization on the ad set level, I go anywhere from $20 to $25 per ad set. All right. Hello from Philippines. Oh, Philadelphia, sorry. I normally just go right for purchase, and then I see my costs of the ad set. If the cost is higher than usual, then I'll run an engagement campaign to bring it down. All right. But normally I just go after purchase right away. All right. So we have more people watching now, so that's great. Let me know if you attended my workshop the past couple weeks. Type in a 1 in the chat box if you have attended. All right, no problem. Yeah, I'd love to answer those questions. So just type in a 1 in the chat box if you let me know if you have attended my workshop. Yes, James says, can you outline the Print Profits program? Yeah, so this is the breakdown of the program. Basically, we have a step-by-step training that shows you exactly how to build an e-commerce store with print on demand, right? And on top of that, we also give you a community where you can interact with like-minded individuals. And then we also have bi-weekly training. Now, the biweekly training, I feel like, is the most valuable part of this training because whenever you have questions, you can hop onto our training where you can ask whatever is related to your business, either ads, designs, or just site structure if you want me to review your site. So biweekly training is definitely very important. And we also do Facebook Lives every other week. So that is Print Profits. And for this launch, we're giving away 3 bonuses. I should say 4 because Print Lab is another bonus that we actually add on at the end. So let me start with bonus number 1. It's Merch by Amazon Mastery. So basically, you're tapping into Amazon's marketplace and then selling on Amazon, which will give you more organic traffic. So you don't really have to pay ads. And also, they fulfill everything for you as well, so you don't have to worry about all that. Now, bonus number 2, it's Etsy Blueprint. This is where you can actually post your design or your asset that you already have onto Etsy Marketplace and also sell there to drive even more traffic to your designs and get more organic views for your designs. So potentially get more sales as well without even needing traffic. And bonus number 3, it's my 7-figure funnel stealer, where is the funnels I use for my business to land myself on the 2 Comma Club award. And I actually converted these funnels into another platform called Funnel Builder 2.0. So either one, you can use ClickFunnels for these funnels or Funnel Builder 2.0. All right. And then the last bonus is Print Lab, which is I'm giving away a design every single day in the platform and also mock-ups and ad images. So that is Print Lab. So I hope that answers your question, James. Will this live be available offline? It should be. So this will be converted and put into my YouTube channel, but I'm not sure how long I'm going to put this live on there for. So we will definitely, it will definitely be there for sure, though, after this call. Okay, question here. Why do you not work with Printify and Printful? I just suggest the ones that I use personally. PrintTech has been really easy for me to use, and when you sell it in volumes, they give you a discount as well. Printful I do use for some of my other stores, but to be honest, Printful, the cost of the product is actually more expensive than other platforms out there. It's not a bad platform to use, but I rather use Print Tech to get started and just build my business around that. They can actually supply you with a lot of different products as well, and you can actually request other products if you just reach out to them and they will help you out. And also for those of you who are doing drop shipping, Print Tech also provides you with a warehousing solution, so that's pretty nice to see. Okay, and a question regarding trademark. When you're doing your research, you can definitely go to like uspto.gov to see if the trademark term is registered or not, or even Trademarkia. You can search it through there, and just make sure you're not, infringing on others people's term that's already trademarked. So that's what you want to look out for. So how many interests should you put when testing, when setting up a Facebook ad? How many interests? So I'm assuming you're asking about on a given ad set, how many interests should you put? So my ideal range, instead of just talking about interest, I like to keep it around 500,000 to a million on a brand new store. Of course, when you have a more warmed up pixel, you can go up to like, well, if it's very mature, you can go like 5 million, 10 million. But I like to keep it 500,000 to a million on a brand new store. All right. So it's not really about how many interests you have in the audience size. It's how big of it and how big my budget is to reach the potential buyers that I want to reach. Jens, good question. Do you take your own product photos? I do. I do take my own product photos for some of the products because a lot of mock-ups you actually can get really nice mock-ups at a place called Creative Market or Place It. So you can definitely go ahead and upload your design to get nice mock-ups. But I do take do take my own photos and also post them on Instagram for some of my stores as well. Yeah, Kathy, if you were on my workshop where I reviewed 10-figure designs, or 10 designs, 6-figure t-shirts, you can definitely take them, use it however you want. You don't have to adjust them if you don't want to. That is for you. That was a gift, a free workshop, so don't worry if you want to use that. But if you are in the membership area, with Print Profits, you actually have all those designs available for you. And also with our Print Lab designs, you will have all the PSDs with these designs. So if you do want to change certain wording, certain imaging on this design, you can do that, not a problem. Question here, are you also into AliExpress drop shipping? No, I'm not into drop shipping. Most of my stores is, I would say 95% all print on demand. But drop shipping and drop shipping and print on demand is a perfect marriage because sometimes you do see that one product that will do really well. Sometimes I give it away. And if you are doing drop shipping and if you see something that is working, I recommend you actually buy it in bulk and put it in a warehouse for better quality control and also better shipping time. But for my stores, I don't do drop shipping. I mainly do print on demand. There is this odd time when I see a good product that once in a while I'll test it out as well. No. So do you use one pixel on multiple stores? No, I use one pixel per store for different niches. I can't log into Amazon Merch at the moment. The registration process did not end and I can't register. Yeah, so with Merch by Amazon, it's invite only. So I'm not sure if you actually entered your email to get invite. You do have to wait some time. There was a time where you have to wait almost half a year to get access to it. Of course, it got easier, but depending on how you fill out the application, if you have a Shopify store already selling on the platform, it's easier to get access to Merch by Amazon. All right, so if you did not get accepted, try again. Maybe have more detail about your company. Say that you have a store already selling, so that will always help. So good question. How do you build a social media following for your stores? Now on Facebook, I just run ads to my product pages, and then I get engagement for these fan pages. But on Instagram, I actually put in an effort to post almost every day to grow my social following, and that is what you want to do. That's not your main focus, though. Your main focus should be understanding how to run ads and how to structure your ads properly. and then move into other sources like IG, for example, and then build out the social following there. Because when you run ads, you are going to get followers, or eventually, right? People is going to like your product, share your product, and then you will grow that follower. So don't worry too much on the social media following. Focus on knowing how to run the ads properly and reading your analytics. That should be your number one step before building that social following. Kathy, yeah, for the designs that I showed in the workshop, you can use that, not a problem. Okay, and I also mentioned if you're in the members area, you can download those images that I already showed you. So yeah, you can definitely use those. All right, keep asking your question. And I am just going to pull out my, let's see here. All right, so I just pulled up the presentation slide for what you're getting with Print Profits. If you have any questions, now is your time to ask me. The price is going to go up, and I'm not sure if we're going to include these bonuses with our launch right now. All right, so all you have to do is go to printprofits.com/yes if you are still on the fence and thinking to join. Now's the time. Yeah, so the membership is $997 one-time payment or 3 payment of $397. And with PrintLab, if you buy your designs yourself, because we're giving you a design every day, right? You can calculate yourself how much it will cost you to buy designs just to have one design every single day. So 30 designs over a year of all the designs, that will cost you quite a lot. So you get all that inside for free to get started. And I think the best thing is if you're brand new and you don't know what niche to get into, you can simply log into our Print Lab, download one of the niche packages, and start your store right away. So that will speed up the time of you building that store, and you will actually learn how to build it the right way. And with print on demand, if you ever want to sell it down the road, that store will be worth way more than a general dropshipping store, because you're having unique assets, you're selling high quality products, and the shipping time is it's great. You're working with US suppliers. So everything is being taught inside the training to show you how to do that. And and if you have any questions regarding anything that you see in the training or about your ad or store, I'm always there to help you out as well, right? We have students emailing me about their ads just yesterday, and then I just showed them, hey, there's something wrong with your store. You got to fix that up, or else you'll be wasting a lot of money on ads. That's something that some people might not see, but for us who ran ads and run stores, we can see little issues right away, so that can save you a lot of time. Yes, Jess. Does the course include contact with you directly? Yes, you can contact me directly through the community. That's one place to contact me. And also, I provide a private link for my students to actually email me their either screenshot or whatever private questions they have. It goes directly into my email. So I will address those issues one by one. So that is a private email. That could be a bonus, but it's just something for my students. So yes, you do get access to me. Is this for t-shirts only? And also, what workshop did you guys mention earlier? So the program, it's called Print Profits. The training is around print on demand, but everything that it's being taught in the training, you can take it and apply it to your e-commerce dropshipping store as well, right? So the structure of your ads, how to scale your ads, that is the same with different business model. Or even if you bring it to a local business or agency model, you need to know how to run ads properly. So that's what's being taught inside the training. It's not just, oh, it's for print on demand. That's it. No, this training is for building a business, right? And your question regarding workshop, I did 2 workshops the past 2 weeks. One is to show you what print on demand is all about. Second workshop, I revealed some designs, revealed 10 designs that can potentially generate you 6 figures. All right, so that is the 2 workshops that people are talking about. So question here, how can I get people to buy my t-shirt without spending a ton of advertising, right? Amara, that question is from Amara. So when you're running your ads, you have to look at the engagement, right? If you don't have any engagement on the ad level, then you know you have a targeting or design issue. So you have to understand your key performance indicator before you can even be profitable. So when you're running your ads, make sure first how you're structuring your ad sets and figure out how you can actually get people to the next step. Because ads, the main thing is you have to sell the click to your store for them to learn more about what you're selling. And when they are on your store, that's where all the magic happens, right? You have a view pixel being generated. If they add to cart, that custom audience is being saved up as well, and you can use that data to retarget them back to your store. So that's what you want to do. Of course, everything is much easier when you see me do it behind my shoulder, right? All right, so I'm just going through to see if I missed any questions. If I missed your question, go ahead and just type it in again so I catch everyone's question here. And also, if you just came on, let me know where you're calling in from and ask me any questions you have regarding your business. If you're doing print on demand right now or not, now is the best time to ask me. Just ask, do you include product videos on your store? If so, how do you find creatives for product videos? Do you hire models? Yes, if you want to create your own video, you can hire models. You know, a lot of people you can hire locally to give you that asset for ads or your store. But what I normally do is I have friends who can wear my design, just like in a gym niche, right? I do Muay Thai. All I can do, I can go to the gym and get them to pose for me. I do have a photographer that I work with that can do photos and videos for me as well. That's only if you want to go out and about and really brand your store. But initially, you don't have to do all that. You don't have to worry about custom videos. You know, all you have to do is have your T-shirt be worn by someone, and you can get mock-ups online for that very easily and just get started. Once you get cash flow, once you know which niche is working, and you want to actually build a brand around that business, that is when you can go out and spend more money on branding, spend more money on even, I guess, commercials or videos that you want to create, right? So that's something that you can think about later on, but it's not something you need to worry about when you're getting started. All right, so how's my sound? My sound is coming on okay? Everyone can hear me? All right, I'm seeing more people coming in. That's awesome. And for those people who just joined, go ahead and let me know your questions. I'll be here for a few hours just to answer anything you have regarding e-commerce, print profits, or if you're currently a student that you want to say something, go ahead and I'll read it out from the chat. Or if you're on the fence about joining Print Profits, if you have questions, now is the time so I can answer your questions before we actually take Print Profits off today. All right, so let me know in the chat box, what are you doing right now currently? Anyone doing print on demand or anyone doing drop shipping? Type it in the question box for me. And if this is the first time that you're hearing my voice and don't know who I am, let me know as well. I just want to see who's online and what kind of questions you guys have. A question here, if I use drop shipping, do they provide a way to use USA suppliers? Now, some AliExpress vendors have US warehouse. They say they have the option, but 9 out of the 10 times you can't select it. So my answer to you is no, they don't. What you want to do is either work with a warehouse solution in US, just buy it in bulk, put it into that warehouse and manage it through there. So you have your own better quality, faster shipping through a US warehouse. And Print Tech can actually supply you with that solution. And yeah, but drop shipping, I mean, drop shipping is good to get started just to understand the business. But when you actually find something that's working, you have to take that next step and actually brand your business better. Because the only thing is, if you do find something that is working and if you're still drop shipping for a long period of time, you might have more disputes. And when you have high disputes, your merchant account can shut you down or just stop working with you. So be careful of that. Okay, awesome. So another question here. I just started a POD website for a second time and I get visitors, but no sales. I'm a graphic designer, so the website looks nice and professional. What could be the problem? Any advice? Now, of course, I'll need more information, like if you have any people adding to cart, right? If you have a lot of people coming to your store, but they're not even adding to cart, maybe your price is too high. Try dropping the price a little bit to see if that will get more people to add to cart. And then if people add to cart but not check out, maybe you have a shipping rate that's too high. So you have to play around with that scenario to think about what your customers are thinking when they're landing onto your store, right? Now, I'm not saying this is your store, but a lot of people I talk to, they say I have really nice store, very professional. But when I land on their store, it's not so easy to navigate, and it's just they don't have the right security badges, they don't have the right setup. So it could be something wrong on your store as well, right? Is there a high bounce off rate? Is there people even going into other products to checking out what other products you have on the store and what you have in your about us page? You have to have all these pages on your store, even order lookup, right? So essential pages on your store, the right structure can make a big difference. So I will definitely look at that, or even play around with the pricing on the product to see if you can increase add to cart rate. Is it recommended to get a business license since POD is an online business? Now, I can't give any legal advice regarding licensing, but what I do is I start the store first. When it started to get traction, that is when I start getting licenses for businesses. But initially, when I'm just getting started, I'll run it, do my test to see what niche I want to get into. And then when it's working, that is when I build my business around that. All right, Kathy? Okay, how much should one expect to invest in POD store to get started? Well, the Shopify plan, it's a monthly plan. They have $29. You can get started with that. The theme that I have, a lot of stuff is built in, so you don't have that much reoccurring. Design-wise, it's roughly $20 to $25 per design, and I show you exactly how to do it. And also regarding advertisement, that depends on your threshold. Some people start with $10, some people start with $5 to do testing on an ad set. So it really depends on how fast you want to scale. Of course, the more budget you have, the more tests you can do, and the faster you find your winner. So it all varies depending on your comfort level in running. Um, of course, the way we structure our campaigns will help you find out winner faster, will help you spend less on advertising. What is your opinion about Merch by Amazon? Now, Merch by Amazon is a great platform, but my main business, I always say, focus on Shopify, building your brand, and and for me, Merch by Amazon, I build it organically. So when I have extra time, or I just get VAs to post whatever asset I have on Merch by Amazon and get that organic traffic. I know people who solely just do Merch by Amazon, but you have to, it's a volumes game with Merch by Amazon. You have to keep uploading designs, getting sales, pairing up so you get more slots. So it's not a bad business model, but it just takes time, right? Yeah, Jess says, as someone that might be a branding issue, and also you might have good targeting, but people just not liking the design or product. That could be it. So you just have to test more designs in that way. If you have all the site, everything is professionally done, it looks great, there's no reason why people don't buy, then it could be the design. Because sometimes when you hit an engaging audience, you'll get people coming to your store, right? They want to come to your store not because they like the design or like that product. It's because they want to find out what other stuff you have in your store. So that could be one issue as well. Yes, Kathy is saying, I know you have a POD store in a dog niche. Yes, that's actually my demo store that I do demos on. And do you open a separate store for every other designs you have that is outside your dog niche, or just open a general store? Now, ideally, you want to have a niche store and have different niche stores, but focus on one. That is only when you know what to go into, all right? But some people don't know what niche to get into. It's okay to start a general store. So I wouldn't spend so much time on that first step and not getting started. If you know what you want to get into, if you're interested in dogs, go ahead and start a store around dogs. And if you're confused on not knowing where to start, go with the general store. Figure out what works for you and then customize it and branch out. But for me, I recommend niche store. For beginners, I would just go with Shopify. Yeah, don't go with Teespring or T Lily. Just go with Shopify. Blogs on your store, not that important. Tech reviews, if you can repeat that question for me, do you POD enough on Shopify or more products drop shipping? If you can just retype that question for me, just want to make sure I understand what you're asking. So how do you manage your cash flow in a general store to make sure you're profitable? Well, in terms of ads wise, you want to at least aim for 2.5 ROAS, because anything below, you're either breaking even or losing money. So definitely when you are running your ads, make sure you have a healthy ROAS. And in my opinion, all business, if you have the right structure, you should also have business credit line. Because when you're starting to scale, there's two issues that you see. One is you have to pay for the product. Two is you have to pay for the ad spent, right? But there's a time delay for PayPal to and Stripe to actually pay you and deposit that money into your bank. So when you have that extra credit line to have that buffer to give you that 2-3 day extra, then you can pay for those products very easily. Especially with ads, you don't want to have any pause because you can't pay off the bill. That will actually affect the optimization process of your campaigns. So when you have the structure, when you know what business you're getting into, you have a business license for that company, get a business credit line on the side ready. So whenever you're scaling really hard, you don't have that downtime and don't have to worry about Facebook messing up your algorithm. All right. So I hope that helps. Good questions. So continue to ask your question. Just gonna get a sip of coffee. So in terms of supplier wise, there is actually a lot of different suppliers. I did mention some in the training. So Tech is one for apparels that I go to. Shine On is for jewelries. Of course, there is WC Fulfillment and also Pillow Profits. Now with Pillow Profits, their warehouse is in China, but they have express shipping. So you can actually speed up the shipping if you want to sell some of the more unique products that they have. Now, WC Fulfillment, it's both, they have product from China and also US fulfillment too. So you just have to look into their catalog to see where it's being shipped out of. And they also have express shipping as well. And the reason why I like print on demand is with all these products, I can simply have one design and put it on multiple different products and start selling. And when I start selling, I can easily add an upsell or downsell to these products as well. And when you build that funnel up, you'll have more margins to invest back into ads as well. Yeah, so let me just double check the name. Yeah, so UK supplier, there's one called Ink that you can look into. Let me type that into the chat box. Okay. So that is Incredible. You can check them out. Now, I never really personally used Incredible, but a good friend of mine who put $5 million through that company said they're really reliable and they have good products as well. So definitely check them out if you want to just focus on UK suppliers. Okay. Oh yeah, so I'm a designer and I want to start with POD. Is it profitable like drop shipping? Yeah, so like drop shipping, the margins is great with POD. So if you're a designer, you don't have to pay other people for designs. So that's great. You cut down the cost right there. And you have a lot of unique products that you can sell. So yes, it's profitable. And even if you have dropshipping store, you can easily integrate other suppliers into that store as well. It doesn't have conflict. So you can sell both if you just want to test it out to see what works better for you. Yeah, so I'm selling POD designs on Etsy, but not getting enough sales. Please help. Yeah, so with Etsy, it's all about your optimization on the listing. I do have a section on Etsy in my bonus that shows you how to optimize the listing to get more sales. So if you are in the membership area, you can go check it out. But I tend to say, like Merch by Amazon and Etsy, it's something that I do on the side. It's not my main business because when I build my business, I want to make sure I have full control of it. That is why, priority wise, you want to build on Shopify and make it work, and then branch out to other traffic source like Etsy, like Merch by Amazon. So if you have designs on Etsy already, go ahead, build a Shopify store, and then test with some ads to see if you can drive more traffic to your store. So how to sell on Marketplace? So Merch by Amazon, you just have to go there to Merch by Amazon to enter an invite, and then when they open it up, you'll get access to an account and you can post your design on merch as well. To start, so question here, would you recommend Printful to start? I would not recommend Printful. Okay, let me step back. It depends on what kind of business you want to build. If it's a niche store, print tech is good enough, and the pricing on print tech is much better. Now, if you want to build a more branded store because you have more budget, you want more quality shirt quality, then go to Printful. But you have to know when you're building a branded store, higher end, your pricing will be more because you need that margin, and you have to have more budget on driving traffic to your store to get people to know your company. Because not everyone is going to wear a logo of a t-shirt that they don't know, right? Just a certain phrase. So it's harder to sell and get off the ground for a more branded store. So I hope that makes sense. And when we say niche store, because the phrase and the image, it's you can reach the audience more emotionally. You can target them more easily. So when they see that, they are more emotionally attached to it, and the chances of them buying that shirt is higher than just a general term like driven, right? Do you have a course just to learn how to run ads? Well, inside my course, it's actually very detailed on running ads. So I would actually recommend it because I show you A to Z on how I run my ads, how I scale my ads, and I update it every training. And in September, where CBO, which is campaign budget optimization, is required, you need to know how to transition into CBO campaigns. So there's a question on the link. Give me 1 second so I can pull up for you. All right. So if you are not in print profits right now, type in a 1 in the chat box to let me know, because I want to know how many of you are still on the fence or still interested in getting into print profits. Okay. So I see some ones coming in. And oops. Oh, there we go. And for those of you who said 1, what is the main reason for not joining? Or if you have seen my workshop, let me know. Ink Threadable is similar to Printful, correct? All right, so I see some ones here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, I know some of you have joined already who's on the call, and those of you who are still on the fence, those of you who are on the fence who are still interested, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to include you guys, if you sign up today before we close, I'm going to include you guys into my free theme that it's going to be free for you. Basically, it's a high converting theme that I built off my other theme that we drove thousands of dollars to. So you get this free Shopify theme, and you can set it up instantly. We have all the conversion aspects built in. It's mobile friendly and it's fast. So you don't have to go and invest in other premium themes out there, and you can get access to it if you join today. It's called Print Profits theme. Is $250 enough to start POD on Shopify? Yes, $250 will be enough to get started. Oh, okay. Jess says, I just found out today. Thank you for coming onto the call. So Jess, basically what Print Profits Academy is, it's my print-on-demand course. So inside the course, I show you exactly how you can build an e-commerce business with print-on-demand, exactly how I set up my stores, and to running ads. So you get step-by-step training on how to do that. And you also get my private community where you can interact with other like-minded individuals. Now, inside the community, we already have a lot of members who are helping each other out. And when you're building your business, it's really important is that when you get stuck, you want to get your questions answered fast. So if it's not for me, my students will also be answering. Those people who have been in the group for a while, they'll be answering your questions as well. So that is very important because when you're scaling your ads, when you're building your store, sometimes little information can help you be less stressful building this business yourself, right? So when I first started, when I built my business, there wasn't a lot of information. There's not even like YouTube channels like this to show me how stuff are done. So I actually have to spend a lot of time, effort figuring it out, and also spend a lot of money on ads to actually run my business to where I am today. Now, for you to have a shortcut, it's much easier to just see what I'm doing and also ask exactly what you need about your business, because that small tweak can change how your business outcome. So it's definitely much easier to build a business together than by yourself, and you can avoid much more mistakes that way as well. All right, and also you get bi-weekly boot camp where I'll hop on to our live boot camp to give you training and then open up to Q&A similar to this. So if you have questions, you can ask about your business or anything regarding what you're doing, ad side, store structure. You can ask me openly. And then with Print Profits Academy, you'll also get all my bonuses as well. Okay. Can you recommend a good site for t-shirt mockups? Yes, placeit.com is a good place to get started, or Creative Market. Those two places is a great place to get your mockups from. Michael, you're doing great impacting our generation. Thank you for your kind words. If you choose niche store, dogs, for example, means I cannot add trending products like Christmas holidays. That's true. If you have a niche store, when Christmas and Halloween comes around, you can actually sell designs related to both Christmas and dogs, just intersected together, and you have much more impact than just a general Christmas T-shirt, right? So you can sell those type of products, but if you're selling dogs and you have a dog store and you suddenly started selling cat products, that doesn't make much sense. Having you in my corner would definitely be an asset. Yes, it would. All right, so for those of you who are still interested, the link is in the chat box right now. You can go to printprofits.com/yes to get started. And if you have any questions regarding payments, there's a chat box on that page right now. It goes directly to my support team and they'll help you out. Thank you, Jess. So Jess says the course is also not expensive compared to others who charge more and are not as knowledgeable as you. Thank you very much. Tech Review says thank you. All right, so continue to ask whatever questions you have. I'll be here. I'll be here for a while just to answer everything that you might have. Now, I am going to pull up that screen again just to show you what is included for those of you who are interested. Just give me 1 second. Thank you. Great. All right, so I just pulled up what you'll be getting with print profits. For those of you who just joined. And let me answer some more questions here. Please, what is important apps for POD Shopify for beginner just free apps? Now, one app that you should have is Klaviyo. Now, Klaviyo is free to get started. Basically, it's email marketing platform, but it also has abandonment cart built in. So you have to set that up because a lot of people who come to your store and add to cart but do not buy, you want to find a way to get them back to your store. So having an email marketing or retargeting campaign set up is very important. So that is one app that I will highly recommend you to get, and it's free. Another app which is not free, but you should also get as well, is Order Lookup. Because when you have a location on your store to tell people, hey, you can actually check your order here, it brings a sense of credibility. So order lookup apps are really important. Another app I can suggest is Loox, Loox. Basically, that is a review app that you should have on your store. When people can see other reviews, that also brings a sense of credibility to your business as well. All right, so you don't really need a whole bunch of apps to run a POD store, but these essential ones you should definitely have. Jess is saying, having a mentor is very important to be successful. They know how to travel the path, take you from where you are to where you want to be. Love that. Thank you for typing that down. Yeah, it's just a shortcut that you're getting with a small price of $9.97. I just basically give you my years of experience and building stores so you don't have to go through the same hassle, make the same mistakes that I made to get to where you want to be. All right. Yeah, sorry about the coughing. I've just been doing quite a lot of training and workshop the past 2 weeks, so still recovering, but I'll still be here answering your questions. And then while you type in more questions, I'm just going to show you quickly our Facebook group. All right, so this is our Print Profits Facebook group. You can see that whenever you ask a question, I'm like right there to answer any questions you have. So Maria right here asked a question and she got a response right away. So, sometimes it's just little things that you get frustrated, but when I can point you into the right direction, things become so much easier when you're building this business. Right. And then Naredi over here, new student as well, generating some nice income from the training. And then we have a lot of good students in here, like Michael or Scott. They're always inside asking questions or answering questions for other members as well. And when you do come in, the most important thing is don't be afraid to ask any questions, because no question is a dumb question when it comes to building this business. I realize the people who ask me the most question are the ones who becomes more successful faster, right? I have a student, he is Ross. He takes a lot of notes and he asks a lot of questions. And some of you probably saw his screenshot, but he's doing pretty well off right now. And that's just because he's not afraid to ask questions and leverage the group as much as possible. Because once you're in here and we treat you like a family. And whenever you have questions, we're always there to help you out. All right. So that's why having a group is so important. Training is one thing, but once you learn it, you need to have a place to ask your questions, and that is the community that we have here or our biweekly boot camps. That's why I think these communities, sometimes people don't think is that valuable, but in my mind, these are the best places where you can get golden nuggets and see what other people are having trouble with, so you can understand a little bit better. Okay, let me just see what kind of questions it's in the box now. Yes, if you are a member of Print Profits currently, you will have the theme as well. And I already posted in the membership area. It's going to be released roughly in 2 weeks. We have funnel pages built in as well, and lots of apps that you don't need, like tabs, which I think it's $8 to $12 a month. That's already built into the theme as well. Scarcity, pop-ups, add to cart, sticky button, that's all included as well in the theme. Okay, and when you go to printprofits.com/yes, let me just show you. Right, you see this page and it breaks it down exactly what you're going to get. And we do have a payment option too right here. If you need 3 payments, you can go with $397. And here are all the bonuses that you're going to get. And we have our chat box on the bottom right corner as well. All right. Okay, let me see. So just says, I want to join, but just found out today. I'm not prepared right now. Do I have any options? Well, our launch ends today, so today is the last day. I'm not sure when the price will go up, but if you do see the link later, you can join. But I'm not sure if we're going to have all the bonuses that we're having with our launch right now, Jess. But yeah, if you have any questions, you can definitely ask me right now. Let me know what you're doing right now in terms of e-commerce, and I can help you out. So I just pulled up my screen for the theme. We're still working through it. Okay. If you can see my screen, let me know. You should see Print Profit's website right now. Type in a 1 in the chat box if you can see my screen right now. Okay, Jess, I saw your question. I'll get back to you in just a second. But I just want to show you theme right here. It's almost done. I just have to run through it again. There's a few tweaks I need to do, but this is basically the theme that you are going to get. Now, I don't have my Klaviyo, but this is integrated into Klaviyo as well because MailChimp is no longer with Shopify. That is why we have our subscription box. It should be here, but I'm testing it out here as well to make sure everything works. But this is the theme, very clean, very easy to navigate. It's fast. And I want to show you dog hoodie. This one over here. There's a few things. So this is the product page, and it looks and works great with dropshipping and print on demand as well. We have this shaky button over here. We have all the scarcity. Now, all these can be turned off, and all these texts can be changed as well. And this tab menu can be on this area or on the bottom as well. We integrate this with the Lux review app as well. So everything is built in, very easy to use. And then we have this pop-up add to cart that's built in as well. Now, if you go to Shopify to download an pop-up app like this will cost you roughly $14, $20 per month. And we have built this here for you. Okay, and we have two styles of different upsell as well. And then we have this mini cart over here. You can have your discount, your testimonials right on the bottom too to increase the conversion. And we have this little text over here. You're only $12 away from free shipping, right? So if we add, oh, look, you have free shipping, but you're only $24 away from 20% discount, right? So it's very customizable, very easy to use. So that's one feature. And we also have funnels. Funnels, there's some alignment that I need to fix, but this is how the funnels looks like. We can have this product and we can have reviews. We can buy now and then we'll show another product. yes, I want this. No, I want to skip this offer. And then you see another offer, you can skip and then goes to cart. Right, so we have two separate funnels design. Here's the other one. You can have your own image on the top, and then you can have your own icons here as well. All right, so funnels already built into this theme as well. So just loads of features, and everything is so easy to use and fast as well. Definitely something that I can't wait to show you guys or get it into you guys' hands to just use it. Right? So what do you guys think about this theme? If you like it, type in 8 in the chat box for me. So that is the print profit theme. Actually, there's one more thing that I want to show you. Just give me 1 second. So in the cart page, so there's two options. You can use the mini cart or you can go to the cart page. And the cart page looks like this. And we have this discount field built in too. So whenever someone receives a discount, they can just go here and enter the discount instead of going into the checkout page. So that's already, that's another feature. If you install it in the Shopify App Store, it will be another monthly fee. So everything is built in right here. All right. So that is the print profits theme. All right, I'm seeing a lot of 8s coming in. Yeah. Yes, we do have training on Instagram inside the course as well. And I also invited an expert to talk about Instagram in our course. And down the road, I might invite him back to talk more about Instagram as well. But it is in the course. And I can definitely do more training about Instagram as well. With Instagram, there's a lot of stuff that you can do. You can pay influencers to promote your product. You can also run different contests within Instagram as well, and those work really well. Good question. If I already have a Shopify theme, how do we change over this theme? So it's very easy to switch between themes inside Shopify. All you have to do is upload a new theme into Shopify, and then it will appear on the bottom. So let me actually walk you through that. Okay, just give me 1 second so I can pull up that window to show you how easy it is to actually navigate and work within Shopify. Okay, I should have my window here. Share. All right. So to install a new theme, all you have to do is upload theme, right? And then choose the file. So it will be a zip file. Once you upload it, it will be down here. and then all you have to do is customize it, right? But when you're customizing, you can have two windows open because sometimes you want to match the layout or match the color theme that you have already set. Then you have to move it over. And once everything is set up the way you like it, right? Let's say this is the new theme that you updated and you changed all the customization on it. You can go back. Actually, on the top right corner, you can do that as well. But you can go back and just publish. And once you publish, it will be up here and it will be your live theme. All right, that's how it is, how easy it is. You can have multiple different themes in your store. You can switch it up. You can make adjustments. You can do a lot of stuff, but it's all drag and drop. Drag and drop, very, very easy to use. The only thing you have to do is manually go back to change the colors if you have different colors from your default theme. But all the navigation, all the pages, all the categories, those are already set up for you already. So all you have to do is go to your theme editor, select the right page, select the right navigation, then you're up and running. It's very easy to do. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm new to e-commerce. Awesome. I need to learn how to run ads, and once I become proficient at that, I will be able to sell anything and have many stores as I want. That's correct, Jess. Yes, running ads is very important. It's not just for e-commerce, but for all businesses. Whenever you know how to run and drive traffic to your store, it's basically the lifeblood of your business. So understanding how to run properly, how to have the right structure, how to know how to retain the margins when you're running, those are all things that you need to master. Yeah, and running ads, you can use it for every other business as well. Like what I always tell people, when you come into a course like this, you're not just learning print on demand, you're learning how to build a business, and you can apply this knowledge that you have learned anywhere else. If you want to run agency, if you want to run traffic for other people, the knowledge you hear is so advanced that you can apply it to anywhere. And also the store that you built, you know you're building it in the right way. So down the road, if you ever want to sell it, you can get so much more out of it when you sell it a POD store down the road. So that is something that is very valuable as well when you build an asset that you can flip. And I know a few students who do that as well, flipping e-commerce sites. And there is some training on that as well, on how to sell your store. Okay. So let me see here. For beginner, how many campaigns do I run on Facebook? So campaign-wise, you want to run at least 3 to 5 ad sets for one campaign, for one product. That is the structure that you want to set up. And of course, setting up ad sets for the regular ad set optimization campaign and your CBO campaign is different as well. So you need to see which one you want to focus on and go about doing it. Right now, what's working is we basically take what's working with the ad set optimization campaign, and then take all the best ad set, put it into a CBO campaign. We let Facebook optimize from there. So there's many different ways to do it, but you definitely need to have few variations of the ad set and ad creatives, so you know which one is working, and then you can eliminate the ones that are not working, have a control, and start split testing to give you the best results. So yeah, 5 ad sets. If you're doing ad set optimization, then yeah, it will be $25 if you're starting $5 ad sets. Yeah. Now, who is on here who did not go to my workshop and don't really know what print on demand is? Let me know in the chat box if you just hop on and you just found out about this live right now and you are not really sure about what print on demand is. Let me know. All right. So if I don't see any answers, it means that everyone on the call have attended my workshop and they know what print on demand is. Can I safely assume that? Okay. Tech Review says, yeah, I know, I like this business model. Yeah. Yeah, I would say in terms of business model wise, um, I like it a lot just because first, I know Tech, you were saying about drop shipping, but with prompt demand, you're actually selling unique designs, unique products, right? But with drop shipping, for example, you're basically finding something and you're trying to jump onto that trend and maybe selling the same thing other people are selling. But with prompt demand, you want to create your own unique asset, unique design, and be the first to market. So that's why I like print on demand. And also everything's automated and you have that extra layer of protection. And that's very important when you can actually contact your suppliers and talk to them, work something out. That gives you a peace of mind when you're selling a product. And you know your customers are getting good quality product. When they receive it and they like it, chances are they're going to come back and your lifetime value of that customer is going to be worth so much more. And when you build that rapport, when you build that business and you slowly kind of grow this business, it's going to get easier and easier. People will come back, buy from you more. Your pixel will be growing. So that whole business model, it's so much easier when you know you're selling something worth worth and have quality. So that's why I love this print on demand business model. So Asama says, I haven't seen the workshop. Okay. But the problem is the profit when I see other domains like AdSense, Amazon, FBA, I see 6 figures, 7 figures. Is that on POD? Yeah, same thing with POD. Actually, the margin is quite significant compared to Amazon FBA because FBA you have to pay hosting fee, and every time when you ship it out, Amazon gets a cut. So you actually make more with your own Shopify store, and you have control of the email list, control of the business, and all these are assets you're building. Email list is an asset you can reuse and email people to get back. You can use the email to run ads for retargeting or create lookalike audiences. So there's a lot of portion within your business. You can use that data to grow this business as well. So there's a lot of potential, and if you have upsells and downsells in place, you have even bigger margin as well. So I wouldn't worry about it. When it comes to profit wise, you're looking anywhere from 20 to 25% profit. Do you recommend that beginners start with a niche that are already passionate about, like a hobby? Yes, I do. I recommend new store owners to start a niche store in a passionate niche. Yes, that is what I do recommend. Now, that being said, right, if you're really confused on what niche to get into, you can have a top niche and a subcategory, right? So you can have, let's say, this store is all about jobs, right? You can have a niche for firefighters, a niche for police officers, a niche for nurses. That is considered a niche store, but you're segmenting it in a different niche too. And then when something takes off, then you can put more budget, put more designs in certain categories, and maybe you actually want to take that niche out and brand a whole new store as well. So you can do it that way if you don't know what niche to essentially get into. But ideally, you want to start a niche store and build one niche at a time. All right, so I hope that makes sense, Alan. So once you get into print profits, you'll get instant access to all the training. Basically, all the videos are already in there. So you can start wherever you want. Some people will want to jump all the way to the ads portion because they have a store, and you can do that. But I highly recommend people who join watch everything from the beginning to the very end, and then and then go along with the training. But all the trainings are already inside the membership area. It's recorded. It's the latest training on ads, latest training on store structure. But if there's anything that needs to get updated, I normally go in there quite frequently to update those videos as well. And for the bi-weekly boot camps, if the videos don't get updated, I do mention into our bi-weekly boot camp all the adjustments that is happening in terms of Facebook algorithm, different ad strategies that I'm using in my business. You guys will be the first to know. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So how to choose a domain for your store? First of all, you can go to leandomain.com to brainstorm what kind of domain you want in your niche. So that is normally where I go to. And when you select your domain name, make sure it's short and easy to read. Don't have hyphens. Make sure it's just the word. If you can have 2 to 3 words, that is ideal. You don't want to go with 4 or 5 different words. Don't do that. And the niche word, ideally, you want to put it into the domain as well. Like my demo store, Our Dog Love, is dog store, and you know immediately that's dog store. So definitely do that. And when you select a domain, make sure it's .com or .net. You don't want to do anything else, or even .co. .co becomes really popular, and people actually trust it now. But don't use like .org, .io for an e-commerce store. .com is the best. Are there sometimes where people choose a niche that they are not passionate about? Yes, I do know people who just go after a certain niche because they know there's a lot of money to be made. But I do highly recommend that you go into a niche that you are passionate about as well. Because at the end of the day, you need to live within the niche. You need to understand the people in the group of people so you can speak to them directly. So when you spend so much time in a niche, right? And if you don't like it, you might be sick of this business and get stressed out and quit. That is why I recommend you be passionate about whatever you want to start, because you will spend quite a number of hours understanding this business model, running it. And then once you know how to do it, you can offload the work to a lot of your virtual assistants and get it running on almost autopilot. But ideally, you do want to know how to run it, have passion in the niche to address that question. Now, if you understand the business model, you know how to everything works, all the bits and pieces, how everything goes together, then yeah, you can go into any niche and then start a business and get the ground running, because you know how things work. You don't have to go through the first level to get to where you want to be. So when you're more knowledgeable, then you can go after any niche. But ideally, you want to start with one niche that you're passionate about. For domain names, I use GoDaddy and Namecheap. I never heard of namelix.com. Yeah, never heard that before. I did use a domain register called internet.bs before. It's actually, yeah, it's pretty easy to use. All right, more questions. Type all your questions in the chat box so I can answer them for you. Let me see. And for those of you who just joined, Print Profits is closing today. So if you're on the fence, go to that link. You'll learn more about what Print Profits is all about. printprofits.com/yes. All right. So I'll be here for a few more hours, or maybe an hour, depending on the engagement of the chat, to answer any questions you have. So take this opportunity to ask me anything about your business. Right. Stefan, I heard that the Christian market is huge. Have you ever tried selling in the Christian market? Yes, I have. I actually have a partner in the Christian market, and it is a very big market, and people are super passionate. So if you are thinking about that market, yeah, it's actually a good market to get into. Yes, you're right. Very emotional. That is true. Okay, I see a few new people jumping on. So go ahead, type your questions, and let me get those answered. All right. I have a niche in interest, Facebook, 40, 45 million. Is that good? Yeah. For a niche, if it's a engaging niche with a large audience, that's ideally what you want, because there are a lot of people you can go after. So the bigger, the better. Okay. But when it comes to advertising, that is when you have to segment down and really target and speak to your audience in a smaller group. So you have to either intersect with different niches to bring it down, or just have smaller interests. Okay, so how do you find a product that solves a problem or take care of a pain in order to find a product that sells well on Facebook? Like in AliExpress, how would you find a product that solves a problem? Well, a lot of products can actually, depending on how you word it, can solve a problem. Like a pineapple cutter that used to sell really well, and it solves the problem because it's easy for people to cut pineapples. You just have to word it, and what else does it do? It saves time. So you can have your description angle at how you can save time with this product. With LED collars, it's a LED collar. It's cool, but what's the main purpose of LED collars? It will protect your dog at night, and you can even research the statistics on how many dogs actually get injured at night because people don't see them, right? And when you can pair that emotional imagery with a product that connects to pain, like you said, it's very useful when it comes to advertising. Because now you're saying this LED color can help save your dog's life at night, instead of just saying, hey, this is an LED color, buy it 50% off, free shipping, right? So when you have different angles to a certain product, it's when you can reach emotionally and connect to them emotionally, the sales becomes so much easier. And it's just how you phrase a certain type of description on your audience. And any product can be shaped and phrased into talking about the pain point. That's just how you write your copy. Would you recommend having only one type of product on the store, say t-shirts or phone cases? Also put the same design on multiple products. I will put the same product on same design on multiple products. Just because I know a lot of people just getting started, you can't get a whole bunch of designs right away. So what you want to do is if you have 3 designs, put it onto maybe 3 different products, and that will make your store looks more active, more lively. So that's what I'll do initially. Of course, once you start selling, you can redefine your designs as well. Because when you have your store and when you drive traffic, you want to have all the best sellers up front on the homepage, right? You want to remove anything that doesn't work. So that will increase the average order value of your customers. Um, Question regarding my Gmail. I don't give my Gmail out, only to my students, just because, yeah, or else I'll get too many questions. When I'm doing Facebook interest ads, what is my target number goal to go after? I would say 500K to 1 million. All right, those are great questions. Keep them coming. And I will just wait until I get more questions in. And those of you who just arrived, I will just pull this screen back up to show you what print profit is and what you're getting. All right, so continue to ask your questions. I'll be looking into the chat box. If the target number of, sorry, let me read that again. If the target number for Facebook ads is too broad, will the number of customers of your store increase more than the target number being too specific? Good question. So Facebook actually like broader audience now. When you go too specific, yes, you might be able to reach your audience faster, but Facebook actually charge you more when you narrow down because they actually because you have less pool for them to optimize with the algorithm. If something don't pick up right away, your price will increase. And once your CPM increase for a couple of days, it's not just going to drop suddenly, right? So with Facebook, having a little bit more broad room and don't tie Facebook hands, you actually get better optimization process and you can find your buyers much quicker and your price will actually go down. So that is why Facebook like broader audiences. Now you don't want to go too broad, will also take too long for Facebook to actually find those buyers. That is why ideally we're seeing 500K to 1 million. It's great audience size to start. All right, so I just pulled up the screen for those of you who are wondering what you're getting with Print Profits. Basically, you're getting a step-by-step course exactly on how to build a print-on-demand business. You're getting Print Profits community where you can interact with other like-minded individuals. And earlier I showed the group, and there's a lot of engagement and people posting testimonials or just asking questions. Sometimes you have that one burning question that makes you frustrated. But it's so much easier when you can just post a question and have me answer that question right away. For example, some people want to add an ad that's been published. I answer them right away. Hey, this is what you want to do. You can't do it, but there's a workaround. So when you can actually do something immediately, it's so much easier when you're building e-commerce business together, right? And then you have mentorship program with me, and also I invite world experts on to actually train you as well. So we had one of my good buddy who is like master at Instagram. I got him on a call with us, and that's no charge to you. You get all these access when you come into Print Profits Academy. And in a couple, I think maybe in a couple weeks, I have a lawyer, attorney that's coming on to talk to you about trademark. Now, when you hire someone to talk about trademark and teach you about different designs, that will cost a lot of money. So with your access to Print Profits, you get all these experts that I will invite to train you. So it's actually very valuable just to think about. You don't just get access to me, but other world experts. And if there's certain training that you want to see in the members area, I will always try my best either get someone on there to train you or just create something that it's beneficial for you that I'm doing in my business. All right. And then with Print Profits, you're also getting Merch by Amazon Mastery, Etsy Blueprint. I know a lot of people are interested in Merch by Amazon and Etsy. Those platforms, they have a lot of reach. So if you want to sell without traffic, you can do that on the side. I have students who solely just do either Merch by Amazon or Etsy, and they're just crushing it with those markets. All right. And then you have my 7-figure funnels, which is the ones I use for how I land myself on the ClickFunnels award. So you get all those funnels inside the membership area as well. And I did convert those into Funnel Builder 2.0, so you can use them in that software as well. And the last bonus that you're getting with Print Profits is Print Lab. This is exclusive bonus that only a select few have. So what it is you get a design every single day in the account. You can download it, use it however you want. We have mock-ups already done for you. We have ad images set up for you. So if you want to run ads to them right away, you can do that. And the best thing is we provide PSD files. So with that, you can actually customize the design however you want. So if you like a certain text, a certain image, mix and match, change up the wording, you're free to do all that, no restrictions. All right, and for those of you who were on the workshop, I showed you just one design. Our student scaled it to $16,000 with just one design, and we have over 100 designs in there, and we are continuing to adding more. And then recently, we actually adjust Print Lab for different niches, so it's easier to find different designs that you want, and we also monitor different trends to upload those designs as well. So then if Christmas is coming, there's a section on Christmas designs, and all you have to do is just go there and download those designs and start using them, start testing them. So that's a good bonus to have, especially if you're just getting started, not worrying about designers and just using some of these designs to get started or just to fill up your store so look active. That's very important. It'll save you a lot of time and money just to have that alone, right? So that is what you're getting with Print Profits Academy. And I also mentioned those of you who are on today and still on the fence of joining Print Profits, you'll also get my high converting theme as well. And with my high converting theme, basically all the apps that you'll ever need, the essential ones, I would say, is already built into the theme. So that will save you a lot of money on monthly costs on those subscriptions on different apps, right? Those do add up. So with this theme, you don't have to worry about that in terms of scarcity, the badges, upsell apps, funnels, everything is built into that theme. And I showed you earlier as well. So that's what you're getting today for one installment of $997, or save $194 with 3 installments of $397. And when you go to printprofits.com/yes, you can select the payment plan or just go with the one-time installment, and you can get access to everything right away. All right. Now the theme is going to be released in 2 or so weeks. It's almost done. So I just have to make sure all the last final pieces are in place, everything works fine before I release it. Now, this is not the first theme that I developed. The first theme that developed it did really well. So what I've done is I went back to the drawing board and created something even better. More features, faster, easier to use. So that is the Print Profits theme. All right, so I'm seeing more questions coming in. Let me just take a second to answer those. What do you think of creating fan pages that hundreds of people like so you can post ads for the viewers for free? What do you think of creating fan page? Well, if you have a fan page with massive following and viewers, yes, you can definitely use that trick to get more viewers. You can actually, here's a tip for you if you have a big fan page. You can ask your audience what designs do they like, what designs do they want to see. So post 3 or 4 different designs in that big audience you have, and then you can immediately know what designs you should start testing with ads, right? That will save you a lot of money. So that's actually another strategy that I teach is you can run a cheap engagement ad ask your target audience, do you like design A, B, C, or D? And once the majority of the people say, hey, I like design B, then you know, hey, I'm going to put more of my budget, testing budget, into design B and maybe test different products as well. So that's something that you can do. Okay, so interesting comment here. Is there such thing as dirty pixel? I like how you say dirty pixel because I never heard that before. And how can you determine if it's dirty or not? I want to make sure I haven't ruined my pixel and need to create a new one. So few things that you can see. If your CPM is constantly very high and CPC is constantly really high, then there may be something wrong with your pixel. Of course, it can also be your targeting, but if you're also always constantly seeing high costs, no matter what you're doing, even on engagement, then you have to look into what's going on. Now, is there such thing as dirty pixel? There is. There's actually account score at the back end, depending on what you're doing with your account. Sometimes when your account score this is something that you don't see and Facebook don't announce it, but if you have a low score, then your cost of advertising will increase as well, right? You can test with another ad account to see if you get better results. That is probably the best way to see and compare. And also, if another thing, it's actually good that you brought this up, is because your quality score of your fan page, if your quality score drops below so one, so 1.5 or 1, your costs will start increasing. And if it drops below 1, your ad account will get banned. So you can actually look at your quality score to determine what's going on with your ad account. Okay, and why do your quality score decrease? That is because of feedback of people replying to your store due to quality of your product or shipping time. All right, so I hope that makes sense. If you need me to clarify a little bit more, let me know, because it's a little complicated topic. But to address your question, yes, there is something called dirty pixel. But I like how you phrased it because I never heard the term dirty pixel, but it's really cool. Where do you find quality score of Facebook? Well, Facebook fan page. Give me 1 second so I can actually grab that for you. So give me 1 second. All right, so I posted in the chat box. You can actually see the quality score of your fan page with that URL. I was actually doing some training on that just a few days ago, but I can show you what I mean. All right, so on that page, you'll see something like this. You get a quality score, and once it drops below 1, your account will get banned. So definitely take care of the customer service, shipping time, quality of product. That all affects, right? You want see something like this. This is why print on demand is so good, is because you get people giving you good feedbacks. So this is one of our students getting a 5 out of 5 just because they're selling good products and they're on top of their customer service. Yeah, sometimes the page won't show until you get more reviews coming in. All right, but that's the link that you should use in the future. All right, so I hope that makes sense. And no, this is not the same with Facebook chat support. It's different. Basically, what happens is if someone interacts with your page or bought something from your store, Facebook will prompt a question: how is your experience with certain business? And your customers can, in their news feed, just select good, bad, or their feedback. So yeah, Facebook support or their chat, it varies depending on ad account. For me, mine is right inside my ad manager under support and help, but for some people, it doesn't show up. All right, so continue to ask your question. Yeah, so in terms of the conversion window, there's a few things that you need to understand. First, on the new Pixel, 7-day window, 7-day click is what you want. When it's more matured, you want to start testing 1 day. And for CBO, it seems to be 1 day, seems to be working the best for us right now. But that's my recommendation. You still want to test to see how it performs on your ad account. Every ad account is different, but ideally 7-day click will be best on the new Pixel. And yeah, we're heavily testing CBO right now, seeing a lot of good things coming out from it. All right, so I'm seeing there's around 13 people online right now. So if you still haven't asked a question, go ahead, type in the chat box, let me know how I can help you out. This is your time to ask me anything regarding e-commerce, drop shipping, print on demand, or just if you're still on the fence of joining Print Profits and you want something answered, now it's time to ask me. Okay. And I saw some people joining just now, so congratulations on getting access. You should get the membership login in your email. So with taxes, you definitely want to talk to your CPA in your area or accountant. What I do is I have my taxes included in my prices already, and all I do is I export my sales report and I give it to my accountant and they sort everything out for me. Okay. I just keep everything very simple and easy to track. But in terms of your local tax laws, you want to talk to your accountant to see what is the best way to structure it. But it's for most of the people that I know, they also include their taxes in their prices. So all they do is just export that report and then give it to their accountant to sort it out. Stefan, that is not true. I'm not sure where you heard that. So basically, 7 day window tells you Facebook will look 7 days for the conversion event, and you actually need 50 purchase event hits for a given activity. So 7 days. So within 7 days, you need 50 purchasers, or if you select one day, you need 50 purchase within one day. Yeah, so 2025 is the old number. The new number Facebook suggests is 50. And sometimes your ad set will optimize faster depending on the data you're sending into Facebook. There is a learning phase inside Facebook, and you can see that on your ad set. If it's still learning, it means Facebook just need more data, and it's really unstable at that point. So you don't want to scale too aggressively or touch an ad set. Only when it says initial learning phase completed, that is when you can start go ahead and adjust the ad set a little bit more. right, no problem. So typically, here's a question: how many days to kill an ad set if don't get sales? Typically, you want to wait 3 days before you make any decisions. Well, it's up to you. I mean, in terms of pixel window wise, you have to split test. Like for me, new pixel, I always select the 7-day click and then switch over to 1 day and then test which one's better. Even if you do 1 day, you also want to split test 7 days to see if that converts for you on your ad account, right? So it varies. Some people may have success with 1 day click. Some people may have 7-day click, but you really want to test. And the key is, are you going to get enough purchases within 1 day or 7 days, right? On the new Pixel, it's going to be really hard, depending on the product, to get 50 purchases in a day on a brand new store. So if you think that way, then it's easier for you to decide which conversion window you should select. So does it come down to money or how much you are willing to spend CPM and how much you are getting ROAS through your product? Not essentially about money, but you're right about analytics. It depends on what kind of engagement and conversions you're getting on a particular ad set. If Facebook cannot find your buyers, it's not going to optimize properly. So it's safest bet just to go 7 days click and then convert back to 1 day after if you know something's working. Again, the easiest way for you to know, like I say 1 day click, but you got to split test to see what's better. But it all comes down to how many purchasers are you getting within a 7-day window versus 1 day window. And Facebook wants a minimum of 50 purchases. So if you can't get 50 purchase on a 1 day window, go ahead and select 7-day window. It's That's how you should simplify it. Of course, there's a lot of different factors you can dissect into it, but at the end of the day, it's what kind of indicators and what kind of information are you providing Facebook to give them the accurate data to bring you those buyers back to you. No, no. So running 7 day on 1 day event is not gonna hurt your campaign. Now I'm reading your second part where you go $5 to $15. Yeah, that's a pretty big jump. You don't want on a CBO campaign, you can have a higher jump that won't affect the optimization process. But on an ad set optimization level, you don't want to go above 15, 20%. So any higher, you want to duplicate it into a new ad set and actually and run a separate campaign at a higher level. And that's how you should be scaling if you want to adjust it more aggressively. For AliExpress item under $10, do you recommend starting $5 per day or higher? If so, how much higher? So your budget on your ad set is it's how comfortable you are in your test budget, how much funds you have. So $5 is fine, and you don't want to go. For me on testing budget, I go around $20-$25. When people don't want to spend that much on testing, they bring it down anywhere from $5 to $10. So anywhere from $5 to $25, you have to run the ad and then look at what kind of feedback you're getting on those ad sets. All right. So you want to look at how many add to cart, how many people are clicking to your website. That's what you should determine. It's not by how much budget you should put on, because the final um, the final trigger or what determines what you should do next is your ROAS. Are you getting a return on investment on that ad set at a given budget? Are you collecting enough data so you can run lookalike audience and expand outwards? While higher budget gives you faster data, right? So where you have to let more time to optimize for more days on a $5, with the data I'm getting at $25, I can cut my ad set much quicker. Yeah, my test budget is normally $20-$25. I recommend $25 compared to $5. But I have a lot of students doing $10 to $15 on testing. So it's not about the budget you set, it's about the engagement you get from the ad set, right? So like I said, you have to run your campaign, even at $50, you're still getting indicator on what kind of impressions you're getting. So within 500 impressions to 1,000, what kind of triggers can you see that your customers are doing? Are they going to your store? Are they adding to cart? Are they initiate checkout but not purchase? Then that can tell you if you should run the ad a little bit longer or if you should cut it. That is the customer journey that you have to look into. So what I would do with the test budget that I normally do, I would do 25 with 5 different ad sets. But if you have a lower budget, then do five budget for 5 different ad set, right? And then let it run for 3 days, see which ad set is converting, and then go into your analytics and then see how you can expand from there, and then increase the budget through there. So the more tests and more volumes and split tests you can do, the easier you're gonna find your winner. Normally around 3x for a product. All right. So continue typing your questions. And while I get more questions coming in, I am just going to play half of the videos of my workshop just to show you what you're getting again with print profits. Now, again, today is the last day you can get in at this price with our bonuses. So if you are on the fence and you want to actually get in with all the bonuses, now is the time to get in. Or if you have any questions, you can certainly ask me. But give me 1 second so I can pull up that video. Yeah, no problem. Continue asking your question, and I will, happy to answer anything. Introduce to you Print Profits Academy. Here is exactly what you need to profit. First, you need a proven system. Step by step, test it and run it, and something you can literally copy and paste. Next, you need a community where you can ask your questions and get your questions answered fast. I know for a fact, through this process, you will have questions. So with our community, you get your questions answered fast. You can also mastermind with like-minded individuals and get access to it 24/7, regardless where you're located. And number three is you need mentorship. Let's be honest, all right? In order for you to have a shortcut and in order for you to actually build a business much quicker, you want to learn from someone who have done it. You can avoid mistakes, remove guesswork, and guess what? Get onto my bi-weekly training with me so I can share with you the latest strategies that's currently working in my business. So here's what you're going to get. You're going to get a proven step-by-step training, everything that you need to build, grow, and scale your store. So we're going to build your store from scratch. Even if you don't have any experience, don't worry, because we'll take you by the hand and show you exactly what you need to do. Then we'll go into design phase. Listen, we only talked about a few sources today, but I'll walk you through exactly what you need to do to get as many designs up as you want. Next, we'll be going into preparation. Once your store is up and running and you have designs, now it's time to get traffic to your store for a hungry audience. Then after that, we will move into optimization. This is where you'll maximize your bottom line and make even more profit. Then as we move into delivery, we'll talk about the day-to-day management of your business. And then the fun part, funnel scaling. Listen, you want to be using funnels to increase your average order value. This is how I was able to build a seven-figure business. And last but not least, I'm going to show you how to expand your business with the proven hacks that every business needs. All right, so you're getting my full video-based training with unlimited access, and the value of this is easily $1,997. You're also going to get my case study and live examples, and I may even take your business and walk you through exactly what you need to do. The total value of this is easily over $1,000, and you'll also get my lifetime updates on the latest print-on-demand training. Listen, as you know, business will evolve and I'm in the business, so I'll share with you the latest updates on what you need to do and the latest strategies you need to use. Just the training alone is valued over $3,990. So take a look at one of my students, Lei Yang. This is what she's saying. I'm following his 4 phases of Facebook Blueprint and I got my first 5-figure sales in a month. She taught us the best way to manage our ads, kill and scale our ads in the most effective way. We don't have to reinvent the wheel, we just have to follow what is proven. Thank you, Michael, for the best print-on-demand course. And take a look at another student of mine, Ross. I paid some decent amount of money for courses in optimization and learning. But Print Profits, no words, just amazing. Your communication help, weekly meetups, workshop, worth it every penny. And he's able to scale his store over $15,000. Now, you're also going to get my private access to our Print Profits community. This is not just support, you're literally going to mastermind with like-minded individuals. And you'll also get your questions answered fast. When you ever have a question, post it and you'll get your answers right away. It'll be working for you 24/7. So with our private community, you'll also get questions answered fast. You'll also get direct mentorship by me and network and mastermind with like-minded individuals. The total value of this is easily $997. Now, here's the best part. You'll also be part of my Print Profits mentorship program. You'll get direct mentorship from me and my coaches. We're going to do Facebook Live in our community to review your business. I'll also be hosting bi-weekly members-only training, so you get the latest strategies to profit from print on demand. I'll even invite world experts to train you. With our Print Profits mentorship program, the total value of this is easily $2,497. Now, in summary, you're getting over $7,000 in real value. You're getting 100% complete system and training. Print Profits is the only program that can get you started fast. You can start immediately and profit with print on demand. Now, your question in mind, right? What is my investment to get started? Now, put in the question box for me how much you think the investment should be. How much do you think a business in a box, where I'm going to walk you through everything, show you everything on how to build a profitable time only, I'm going to give you amazing bonuses that no one can offer. Seriously, my goal with you is to give you everything you need to master and profit with print on demand. So what's going to happen is you'll get my bonus number one, which is called Merch by Amazon Mastery. Listen, that apparel market by Amazon is going to hit $85 billion. And I'm going to show you step by step with hand-holding guidance on how you can actually tap into this $85 billion and get a piece from Amazon without needing any traffic. This is the secret hack to selling without inventory and worrying about traffic. I call this Merch by Amazon Mastery. So take a look at this. 10 minutes of my time and 10 minutes of your time can turn into $1,400 in sales. Now, let me know in the chat box how many of you will want to spend 10 minutes and make $1,400 right now. Put a me in the chat box for me. All right, listen, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this with my bonus. Bonus number two is Etsy Blueprint. Listen, there are 34.7 million active buyers on Etsy. Etsy is a great way to add additional income stream to your business. I'm going to give you full video access on how to actually sell on Etsy. And I'll show you how to automate this process with our recommended supplier. And here's the crazy part. I'll show you how to optimize on Etsy so you can get more free traffic and leads, which will lead to more profit for you. And seriously, without any ad spend, you can get highly profitable organic traffic on autopilot. Now, bonus number three is Funnel Stealer. One key reason for my profit and my success, I have to say, is funnels. And a lot of top marketers probably been saying this to you as well, and it's true. And guess what? I'm going to give you a complete step-by-step training on funnel. Not only that, you'll also get my 7-figure funnel templates for absolutely free. You can simply steal it, download it, and use it for yourself. So I'm going to be giving you all these for free. Grab it and profit from what works. These are the exact pages I've been using, and I'm going to just give it to you inside our membership area. Listen, you're getting a total value of $9,582. So take a look at what Vic did with a third of what you're getting today. He was able to generate $71,000 in a month. Now take a look at another student of mine, UA, and look at what he have to say. Massive shout out to Michael Shih for quality content he's putting out here for us. This man's one of the most genuine, selfless, and knowledgeable gurus there is. Now I won't call myself a guru, but very grateful that I have stumbled upon his advice, comments, and started to seek his guidance on several aspects of e-com. Over the past 6 months, Michael has been extremely helpful with the questions I have brought him. Now I'm starting to see a bit of results on my store. I can't thank him enough for his help. And he's able to generate over $300,000 with my help. So let me ask you this. Are you ready for a breakthrough? And I want to introduce to you Print Lab. And what Print Lab is you'll get 3 additional bonuses. Bonus number 1 is you'll get a free design every day. So every day you'll get a free design in your account. You can simply grab it and use it for your store. Bonus number 2, not only will you get a free design every day, you're also going to get lifestyle mock-ups for all these designs that you're going to get. And last but not least, we're also going to give you all the ad images you can use with every single of these designs. So what's going to happen is every day, not only are you getting free designs, you get mock-ups and ad images so you can start driving traffic to them right away. And all you have to do is copy and paste them into your store. And here is an example of what you'll get every day. You get a design, you get mock-ups, and you get ad images so you can drive traffic to them right away. And you're going to get exclusive access to Print Lab, and the value of Print Lab is easily $997. And with Print Lab, you're going to save time, all done for you, no headaches, save money, don't need to hire a graphic designer. You can start fast, just simply copy and paste what we for you guys. And again, for anyone who take action right now, you get access to Print Lab for free. And the URL is right here on the screen, printprofits.com/yes. And here's one of our students, Trevor, who used just one of the design inside Print Lab, generating over $16,000. All right, and we have 100 designs in there. And in fact, all the designs that you saw in our presentation today, it's all inside PrintLab already. So you can go ahead, go into our system, download those designs, and start using them right away. So don't wait any longer, guys. And here is exactly what you'll be getting. You get my full step-by-step system and video training. You get my private access to our members-only community. You'll also get direct mentorship and bi-weekly training by me. And you also get merch by Amazon Mastery, Etsy Blueprint, and my 7-figure training and templates. Now, on top of all that, you're also going to get one-time bonus to our exclusive access to PrintLab. And now the total is over $10,000. So enroll right now with one-time payment of $997 and save $194 or 3 payment of $397. Again, all you have to do is go to that URL right now. And it's limited time only. So enroll. All right, and we're back. So that's just a quick replay of what we had in our workshop. And we're back to Q&A. So if you have any questions, go ahead and type it in the chat box for me and I'll get them answered for you. All right. So anything regarding e-commerce, print on demand, or drop shipping, now is the best time to ask me. Go ahead and type it in the chat box. And I did see more people show up. So on this call, just to let you know, today is the last day to get into our Print Profits Academy program. So if you're on the fence, if you have questions on if print on demand or Print Profits is right for you, go ahead, ask me anything that you want, and I will help you out. All right. I'm clicking the chat box. And if you just showed up, if you want to say hi, go ahead, just say hi or give me some comments. If you've been on my other workshops, if you have questions regarding those workshops, go ahead and let me know as well. Yeah, for a good question, for dropshipping program, Dropify is not bad, but I use Fred Lam Zero Up for dropshipping. All right, and I mentioned earlier, those of you who today, you'll also get my high converting Print Profits theme as well. And that's also included with the bonus today. All right, so questions, go ahead and type it in. While I wait for more questions, I am going to play some testimonials from some of my students. So go ahead and type your questions in and we'll get back shortly.
Hey, this is Ben. I wanted to make this quick video just to say thank you to Michael. I've had the opportunity to learn from him, e-commerce in specific and print on demand, and he's absolutely awesome. He really goes out of his way to make sure that you get all the points, that his students are successful, that he has all the tools, and he's one of these leaders that not only talks the talk, but actually walks the walk. So often you see people that are selling you a product on e-commerce or print on demand, and that's the way they make their money, is just selling this product. He actually has made millions of dollars doing exactly what he teaches. So he's not teaching you something that doesn't work or worked a few years ago. He's actually in the trenches every day doing this stuff. So I feel super honored to be able to learn from him, to have had him help me in many different ways to help build, grow, and scale my business. So if you're fortunate enough to get to learn from him, or to especially if you can get any type of mentorship from him, he's absolutely awesome. Whatever he charges is probably worth 10 times the amount that he's charging. So if you're thinking about working with him, I say go in. And then also thank you so much, Michael, for everything, and talk to you guys soon. Thank you again.
Hi, my name is Rick Mirage. I just wanted to say a few words about Michael Shih and Print Profits. I've been following a lot of e-commerce gurus for quite some time, and I came across Michael Shih probably 6 months ago. Like many, I kind of struggled with, do I do a niche store? Do I do a general store? And then I started to hear about print on demand. So I did some research. I found Print Profits, and I just wanted to let everyone know, if you're considering print on demand, the training that I've received from Michael and Print Profits has been absolutely phenomenal. I've paid tens of thousands of dollars for a variety of different training programs, and the difference with Print Profits is it's so in-depth and so easy to understand. If you're really a true beginner, you'll understand and you'll get so much value and knowledge from this course. So if you're somebody who's considering print on demand and really looking to learn from the best and want to really take your business to the next level with print on demand, I highly recommend Print Profits. It's a great course. Again, I've spent tens of thousands of dollars, buying other courses. I never got anywhere near the value I have with Print Profits. Michael has always been available in the community to answer any questions and help individuals personally by answering their questions. So again, if you're considering print on demand, I urge you to try Print Profits. You're going to be absolutely amazed, and I think it's going to take your business to the next level. Thanks.
All right, so just one more testimonial, and then we'll go back to Q&A.
Hello everyone, my name is Gaiman Gibson, and I want to tell you a little bit about Print Profits. But first, let me tell you a little bit about myself. So originally I started out in the drop shipping model. However, I wanted to differentiate myself from other marketers out there. And I'm so glad 2 months ago I found Michael Shih and the Print Profit series. So Print Profits focus on print on demand, where you will be coming up with your own designs and selling. That's what creates the uniqueness, and it creates a difference in the market. I gotta tell you, Michael Shih provides direct mentorship. It's exceptional. It's the best that I've seen out there. I've seen a lot of different training, and I've gone through a lot. He breaks it down to make it as simple as possible. So if you have absolutely no background in e-commerce, this is the program and this is the guide to go with. Also, I'm so glad I'm also part of a private community where you have like-minded people along the journey, just like things that you're going through and discovering and learning for the first time. There are other people learning with you and supporting you along the way. And also, Michael provides a 3-step blueprint that provides you the guide to earn your first 7-figure income in e-commerce. So this will be the best decision that you've ever made. You will look back a year from now and say, you're so glad that you made this decision. So go ahead, get Print Profits, and look forward to meeting you. All right, take care now. Bye-bye.
All right, so with that, let me jump back to Q&A. Martin King says, your best course, thumbs up. Awesome. So question here, actually a few questions. First of all, who do you recommend for your print-on-demand, I guess, supplier? Do you use Printify or Pillow Profits or other POD companies? So there's few. Print Tech is apparels that is great for niche stores if you're just getting started. And if for more branded store, it will be Printful. Shine On for jewelries. So those are all mentioned in the course. But no, I don't use Printify. And Pillow Profits is something that I've been using as well. They do sell unique products like sneakers and bags. They're from China, so the shipping time will be a little longer, but they do offer express shipping. So they are another good company to work with as well. They have great customer support, and they offer really good service in terms of if there's any sizing issues, they will actually ship out another size within 2 sizes for sneakers. So that's pretty good. So those are the ones that I like to use. And choose a domain name. Let's see here. Please help choose a domain name. Yeah, so domain name really depends on your niche. And I think you asked that earlier. I normally find my niche and then brainstorm my domain name at leandomainsearch.com. So I can get variations of domains I can actually look through, because then sometimes you just need that one word at the front or the back to make it something that you can buy. Because all the good domain names, most of the time it could be taken. So you have to do a little research to see what's available out there. And you want to buy a .com domain name. Ideally, now .co is not bad as well, but if .com is available, that's definitely that. And also, don't buy domains with dashes or something that's hard to pronounce. And if it's hard to spell and read, you definitely want to avoid those as well. All right. And if it's a shorter name, it will be better as well. Normally, 2 to 3 words is the best length that you want to think about going after. Anything more, it's too much. Right. So continue to ask your question. So during our Facebook Lives in Print Profits, it's similar to this, where you can ask your question about anything about your business or any training that you want me to go over. But with our bi-weekly boot camp, that is where I actually do training for roughly 30 minutes, and then pure content on what's going on in my business. And I'll open up for Q&A at the end. So there's a mixture and a variety of what you're getting. So you either get me on a live call to answer any questions you may have, or just training on that what you want to see in our biweekly training, because some people want more emphasis on ads. Some people want more emphasis on finding designs, or even getting other experts online to give you more information. That is where all the biweekly training is taking place. And for example, we have experts for Instagram, and we are going to have another expert coming on to talk about trademark laws. So you definitely don't want to miss out on those. Very exciting lineup coming up, and also training as well. All right. And inside our community, what I love to see is it's kind of like a little Print Profits family that we have going on. I will definitely answer right away, but we also have other members in there who have been in there for a few months already, helping out other new members. And that's so nice to see, where everyone can help each other and just go take their business to the next level, because when you can actually help out, you learn more yourself as well. Can you sell your print-on-demand products directly on Amazon? Yes, you can. There's two ways of doing it. You can integrate it into Amazon Marketplace or leverage Merch by Amazon service. So two different ways you can do it. If you connect it with your Shopify store, you will sell it on their Amazon Marketplace, and information will be sent to your Shopify store. So you're like a third-party vendor inside Amazon. But if you do Merch by Amazon, you will actually be in their system, use their printers, and they will fulfill everything on your behalf. Of course, they'll get a royalty of it. You get a percentage of whatever markups you set on those designs. So either way works with Amazon, and you can do it, not a problem. And then the supplier that I talked about, Print Tech, they actually connects into Amazon as well. All right, so those are great questions. Go ahead and continue asking them. And sometimes when you're testing products, you might get something working. Let's say a t-shirt is converting really well, but some people will just focus on scaling that one product. But what you can do is, once you have a funnel built up and you see that, hey, this upsell actually works really well, you can switch it up a bit. Maybe a legging with that design works better than a t-shirt. And then you can see if you can have a higher take rate on that product. You always want to split test. You always want to see what can be better, increase your ROAS in different products. Because if you don't split test and test those products, you will leave a lot of money on the table. Because you'll never know, hey, my demographic might like a legging more than a t-shirt, or sneaker more than a legging. You got to split test. Will you continue to offer this course in the future? I believe so. The course will be available in the future, but the price, I'm not sure what the price will be at, and the bonuses that will come with this course may be taken away, may be different, and also the theme that you are getting exclusively with a Print Profits member. I'm not sure if that will be included as well. Okay, but today is the last day for our Print Profits 2.0 launch. So if you're interested, definitely come in, check it out. All the videos are already inside the membership area, and it's all up to date. I make sure everything is up to date constantly, actually. And I actually rely on my students too to go through all the videos. If there's something that is not clear, if there's something that is outdated, they will let me know, and then I'll update it right away. So that is the training videos. It's step-by-step, very easy to follow. And also on bi-weekly boot camps, sometimes some updates come really fast, and you need to know exactly what's going on in terms of algorithm. That is where I would discuss and dissect in our bi-weekly boot camps. Okay, so that is the breakdown of Print Profits Academy. And for those of you who did not see the Print Profits theme, I will demo it in just a second. If you want to see that, I can show you what that's all about. So we have roughly 17 people online right now. I'll be here for a few hours just to make sure everyone have their questions answered. So go ahead, ask your question. Maybe let me know where you're at in your business, or if you're doing dropshipping right now, or if you're doing print on demand right now, and what kind of questions you want me to help you. Now's the best time for you to ask me. All right, so again, the URL to get into Print Profits Academy is right here. And I am going to wait for more questions to come in. And I am just going to pull up that screen to show you what Print Profit comes with, so you know exactly what you're getting. All right, so with Profits purchase today, you're getting my training, my private community, and my mentorship program, and my bonuses as well. All right, so take a look at that while I read your questions. And if you have any questions regarding payment or login information, please contact my support on that page as well. Bottom right corner, there's a chat box. You can talk to them directly and they will help you out. Sometimes you might not get the membership login right away in your inbox. Also check the spam folder to see if it's there as well. All right. So maybe if you can let me know how many of you right now is thinking to get into e-commerce and how many of you are in e-commerce already. So if you can just let me know by typing in the chat box so I can get a feel of who is online right now and how I can help you. I know some people just getting started because they're asking about domains and different suppliers, but let me know where you are at in your business and what kind of struggles and troubles you're getting or seeing right now so we can get that resolved for you. All right, so while I get more questions coming in, I'll just show you a few things. Give me 1 second. So there is that, Print Profits. And also when you are part of Print Profits, you'll get a private form. So whatever questions you have, you want me to review privately, you can get access to me to my direct inbox where I will review it for you privately. So for those of you who don't want to post any results in our community, you can do that as well. And then, okay. All right, so I am going to pull this up. All right, I'm seeing more questions coming in. That's great. So continue to type your questions in there. And for those of you who just showed up, I want to show you a few things. First is our Facebook group. Now, where did it go? All right, so basically Facebook group, a lot of people don't feel like it's valuable because they don't leverage it enough. But to me, I think the Facebook group is one of the most valuable aspects of Print Profits Academy, because you get to ask your questions and get your answers immediately. I'm basically on here all the time trying to answer questions. Just like I have a student here recently posted about editing their post that's been published. And then they got an answer right away. And then basically she's no longer frustrated, right? So these are real students taking action, but sometimes there is questions that you need answered right away, and you need someone to guide you. It doesn't matter if you're setting your store up, it doesn't matter if you're running your ads, there will be times where you get stuck. And that is why we have a community where you can ask me, you can ask our students, or if there's certain stuff, even if I can help you, I will get the answers for you with my circles of influence to help you out, right? That is the beauty about these community where you can get your questions answered fast. And we have a very active community right here, people posting all the time, asking questions, new members, welcoming each other. It's like a real family in our community, which I love to see. People posting the results in here. So it's really nice to just see everyone interacting, growing, learning together, and just helping each other out. All right. So about the new CBO campaign, people are asking about that, asking their ad structure. So this is a very valuable community you get access to. And then we also have, just to give you an inside look of, if I can find it. All right. So once you sign up to Print Profits, you'll get access to our program, and everything is already in the membership area. We'll talk about building your store. We'll talk about research. We'll talk about prepping for ads, running ads, how to optimize your ads to get the best, cheapest conversions. And then we'll also go into like managing and automating those your fan pages, and how to run your business, customer service. And then my favorite part, funnel scaling. We'll talk about how to set up your funnels, how to be successful with upsells and downsells. And my funnels, you can literally download them. I have different solutions for you. We have Funnel Builder 2.0. We also have ClickFunnels as well. So different solutions. And we talk about email marketing, retargeting. Now, retargeting is huge for advertisement, because when someone comes to your store, not everyone's going to buy right away. Some people might be outside, Wi-Fi is bad, connection is bad, or a family with their kids, they actually want your product but don't have time to buy from you. That is why you need to have retargeting campaigns set up correctly and get them back to your store. Have different segmentations for different messaging to your audience, and then offer them different discounts. So it's very important to set that up. And these are your warm audience. So it's going to be your highest ROAS campaign. So you must have retargeting set up, and you need to know how to use email marketing correctly, because these are pure profit. You already got them on your list. All you're doing is sending emails, setting those emails properly to increase conversion on the back end. So that's something that you want to know how to do. And also brand search on Google. That also is very good, because when someone search for your business, and if it's not on Google, you know, you will lose a lot of traffic. And then how to sell your business. And then we have this data protection. We have that here. And then the bonuses here, Merch by Amazon, Etsy Mastery, Funnel Stealer right here. These are very detailed, right? I show you how to get into Merch by Amazon, how to tier up fast. And for Etsy Mastery, so I'll show you how to optimize your listing to get even more free traffic. And then here's all the bi-weekly trainings that we have recorded so far, right? Lots of training in this season 1, and then we'll start season 2 very soon. So we have Instagram training in here as well. We invite the owner of Print Tech to give you inside look into Print Tech and how to work it. And whenever there's a new ad structure with Facebook, I'll show you exactly what's going on. So ads stabilization, part 1, part 2, branding, having brand ambassadors for your business, right? And the list goes on. And that's our bi-weekly training. Normally, our bi-weekly training is around 30 minutes, pure training and content, and then we'll go open up for Q&A. That's how the structure is. All right, so that is Print Profits Academy. You can get access to this right away once you go to printprofits.com/yes. And then while you type, I see some questions in there. I am going to go back to it. So continue typing those questions and I'll answer them real quick in just a second. But I want to show you the theme. Now the theme, for those of you who just hopped on, I want to show you what we have created. All right, so we actually spent a lot of time and resource to create a highly converting theme. This is based out of my other theme, but I took everything of the best aspects of that theme and put it into this theme right here. We have Instagram, we have newsletter, which is also integrated into Klaviyo because that is the email software that you want to use. And then you can see that we have the shaky button, which can be turned off and on. We have the badges, which you can upload your own image here. We have scarcity, where you can actually turn off and on, and all these different texts here you can change. We also have the pop-up on the top left, bottom left corner, but that is currently turned off. And we have this tab feature. So all these features add up to be quite expensive, but everything is built into this theme over here. And this tab, we can actually have different sizing charts for different, and we also can have this tab menu on the bottom here as well, 2 different locations. And then let's see if it will show properly on my menu. And we have this sticky button over here, and then this how it looks on mobile, very easy to use. All right, and then if you check mini cards over here, there's actually a lot of features here as well. Let me just remove everything first. Okay, so your cart is empty. Now when we add, you can see over here, only $12 away from free shipping, right? And over here, we can actually have different coupons, and we can have different badges and upload the image here for testimonial as well. And then if we go ahead and add more stuff, you can see, oh, $2 away from free shipping. Perfect. Let me add another one. oh, you have free shipping, but you're only $31 away from $20 discount, 20% discount, right? So that's the bar we put up here. And then what else? Oh, yeah, I want to show you the upsell. We have actually two variations of upsell. I'll show you this one, dog hoodie. So we have this variation where you add to cart, you have this upsell right here, all built in. Then you can select the different categories you want the upsell to be in. And when you add it, okay, that's how it works. And the funnel pages, we have two variations, which I am still completing. But you have a page where you can actually have 3 or 2 different products depending on how many you want to set up. So you can have these reviews on the bottom. This is all customizable. You can have different descriptions or select a different page here as well. Right. This is just sample text. I just randomly type something, but here's the second upsell. You can say yes, add to cart. No, I'll skip this. And then you have the third upsell over here. All right, so that's one variation. And the second funnel actually looks a little different. For this one, you can actually have an image on the top. So whatever image you want, change the text here, and also change the text here if you want. And we also have reviews on the bottom. Grab this deal. And here's, if you have discount, it will show 20% discount. All right. So this theme is, I would say 90% ready. There's still a few things I need to look into to make sure everything works great. And funnel pages is something that I need to optimize a little bit more to make sure I like how it looks and feel. So that will be released maybe around 2 weeks, but I'll let everybody know in the membership area. Okay, so that is one thing. And also we have a cart page where you can actually put in the discount. So people don't have to go directly to the checkout page to enter their discount. And that's probably a feature that I will probably put in here as a mini cart as well. So that is the Print Profits theme. It's pretty fast and mobile optimized and very easy to set up. All right, so with that, let me go back to the questions. All right, so let me see here. Awesome, Kathy. Kathy just getting started inside our Profits course. That's awesome. Yeah, so Kathy, if there's any questions that you have, definitely leverage our community. So we can help you out to speed up that process. And if you want me to review your store, definitely email our support link and you can get access to me. Yeah, so I see John is just getting started. In terms of additional costs, Shopify monthly is around $26 per month. And with the theme, you basically don't really need any other apps beside 3 different apps that I talked about in the course. But most of them is built into the theme. So there's no crazy monthly fees with just the fixed operation costs of the store. Now, in terms of ad testing, that is determined by how much you want to spend on testing. So I see that you're doing affiliate stuff. You already know you need budget to run your ads. And depending on how if you want to push it, an ad on a campaign could be anywhere from $5 all the way to $25, depending on how aggressive you want to be testing these campaigns for, right? And design-wise, we have Print Lab where you can actually get designs to fill up your store, so you can start right away. But in terms of design, it can cost $20 to $25 on a very good design. It can be lower depending on who you hire. I do talk about that and how you negotiate with your graphic designer. So I have graphic designers I worked with for a while that only charge me $12 to $13 right now. Sometimes 15 if it gets really complex, but you can negotiate down the price if you work with them for a while. What theme are you using for demo? That theme is Print Profit's theme for our members. So it's going to be free for anyone who is in Print Profits. Kathy, let me know inside our group, and you can actually search for that link in our group, and I'll share that link. It's a private link where you can get direct access to me. You can upload your images of your ads or your store URL, and I can review your campaign or even your store before you launch it. Okay, so make sure everything is good to go, and then you'll feel more comfortable running ads. Yeah, so survival niche can work, but you have to niche down a little bit more, Terrence. So like hunting is a big niche. So see how you can niche down and actually speak to those audience. Now I'll need more for a tech review is choosing a domain. I'll need more context on what kind of store you're creating. Are you creating a drop shipping store or a print on demand store? And is baking your niche? Because, for example, our baking shop sounds like a bakery shop. So you have to define it a little bit more to see what you're selling. So most of my stores is 100% print on demand. Once in a while, if I see a drop shipping product that I know is going viral and doing well in my niche, I will hop on it as well. But I would say 100% is print on demand. But even if it's print on demand, POD and drop shipping works the same. Like it works together on the same store. You don't need to create a separate store for a print on demand store. Right. So let's say if you are in the cat niche, you're selling cat products, you can have cat t-shirts on there, upsell cat t-shirts on there, not a problem. I'm just reading the question there, but yeah, so most of my stores 100% pro on demand, and once in a while, if I see something that I will know it will fit in my demographic in store, I'll go and sell it. Okay. I may even give it away just to create that the lead and engagement to my store. So I can create lookalike audience and retarget these customers, or even to create contests and just get that whole bunch of leads so I can leverage that leads for something else. All right, so continue to type your questions in. Now for baking, I'm actually searching on leandomainsearch.com. So compared to what you are typing down, I would say Bakingville will be pretty good. I'm just looking through the list right now to see what I can pull up. Sometimes you just have to go through the whole list. So what I'm doing right now is I'm on leandomainsearch.com. I typed in baking. So this is a question by Tech Reviews. What I normally do is I'll type in that keyword baking and I'll go through the list to see what I feel like it's going to be a good name, right? So Bakingville, for example, it's probably better than, let's see what you have put. Oh, okay. So yeah, I think you deleted the message, but it will be better than what you put earlier. I don't know if you agree with that, but Bakingville is definitely a better, a shorter name as well. So just think in terms of that sense, because you're selling print-on-demand clothing in that niche. Don't think about, because if you do it wrong, it'll sound like you have a bakery and you're selling bread. So definitely be careful about how you name your stuff. But if it's short, easy to read, easy to spell, and there's a .com, you want to go after that. Right? So I hope that helps, and I hope that makes sense. Definitely let me know. If not, I can go into a little bit more. But for the rest of you, if you want to ask your questions right now, go ahead and ask me in the chat box. Ask me anything. Feel free to even ask me about your dropshipping store or whatever business you're in. See if I can help you out. Yeah, so definitely my stores. I don't really run promos on my course. So I have 3 stores, and I'm actually branding one right now, a new one that I'm going to show as a demo as well as a more branded store, because most of my stores is niche stores, but with a more branded one, it's going to be a case study inside our course. Yeah, so Print Profits, this is 2.0, and I only do maybe a release like this once a year, depending on the content and what we have inside. So I hope that answers your question. But it's not really about me, it's about the students inside the course, right? Now, everything I show is mainly students who have taken the course and testimonials. It's not about what I can do about my success and what I do. It's what students are able to take from the course and apply it into their own life. I think that's the most important thing. Baking deal without the S is available, I saw, but every other one that you just mentioned, our baking shop, our bake cake, those won't work. Those don't sound like a store for POD for baking. Okay, yeah, so I was in network marketing in internet marketing. It's a company called Doobly. They sell products online as well, but the company disappeared, and yeah, it's not a good feeling. So after that incident, I just never went back to MLM or doing network marketing. All right, so I hope that answers your question. Yeah, go ahead, ask me anything. This is open call for anybody who wants to learn more about me, want to learn more about Print Profits, or if you're on the fence about joining Print Profits, now's your time to ask me. So those are really good questions. Okay, so how much money do you need to start a print-on-demand store? And this question I get a lot, and it really varies depending on how aggressive you want to run the ads. Now, there is a fixed price, like I said, there's Shopify, and there is actually just a few apps you need to make it run, because everything's taken care of by the theme, right? So there's not a lot of monthly fees that you actually need to have as a fixed cost. Even your email marketing platform with Klaviyo, that is free until a certain limit. So you don't have to worry about that as well. Design-wise, you can start using Print Labs, so you don't have to hire a designer, but a design costs anywhere from $20 to $25. And for the ads, it range from $5 to $25, depending on how aggressive you want to go with certain ad set and products. Of course, more variants, more testing you do, you'll find your winner much faster. So it really depends on you, how comfortable you are with running the ads, but having the right structure, having the right people by your corner to ask if you should cut it, if you can continue, or whatever new strategies, algorithm that changes. If you're first to know, it's much easier to run those ads. And you can save yourself so much more money and headaches as well. Awesome. So Fee says, I love your content. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I know there's quite a number of people who joined recently, and they just love the content. It's very intensive in terms of I show you exactly how to get started, what ad to run, what's the structure, and that's just a start. And then we have the scaling phase. The ads portion is actually the heaviest portion in the course. We go very in depth in how to run the ads. What you learn in the ad section, you can bring it into any other business to run whatever business you have outside e-commerce. So you can definitely know you're getting one of the best ad course there is. Not just talking about print on demand, but you can use it for dropshipping if you have dropshipping store. Use it for running agencies if you have agencies, right? So ad structure is it's there for you to actually dive into and learn. Everything's there. So it's not just a print on demand course. It's a business in a box where you can apply what you're learning. And even if you build your print on demand business down the road, if you don't want to run a print on demand business, when you sell it, you get much higher return from selling a print on demand store compared to selling a dropshipping store where the product is, first of all, dropship from China. Second is everyone is dropshipping the same product. So that is why your POD store will be worth more. All right. And I do know people who flip stores constantly, build it, flip it, or even build it for other people. That's another business model you can do as well. All right. So by learning how to build a business properly, by learning the proper foundation, proper ads, you can actually take whatever you learn and apply it to so many other aspects in business down the road if that's what you choose to do. So I'm reading the questions. I'm in the home garden niche. Not sure if POD works fine with that niche. Any advice? So to be honest, home and garden will be harder for a print on demand store, just because you have to think about the phrases. I personally don't know much about home and gardening. I'll have to do research and seeing what is popular or what kind of term. I know like barbecuing, there's a lot of funny phrases you can create for t-shirts for barbecuing, but for gardening, it'll be a little hard, to be honest. So yeah, if uh, so we do have two options. One is 997 or 3Pay of 397. So if you decide to come in at 397, you still get all the training as well. All right. So fee regarding the comparison of the two course, I can't really give you any comparison or talk about other courses. All right. Let's see here. All right, so I'm seeing some more questions. Go ahead and type in your question. I'm seeing some really good questions in here. I'm seeing some students in here as well. If you are a student, you should be in our Print Profits Facebook group and asking your questions there. All right. I have have a painter client who paints houses in business. We have him ranked #1 in Google, and now it's asking about Facebook advertising. Would you recommend Facebook for a painter or roofer? Oh yeah, definitely. So Stefan, good question. You can definitely run some good leads through Facebook because you can geo-target and target people in a certain radius who needs this type of service. So I would definitely, because a lot of local marketers can benefit on Facebook really well if you have the right landing page offer to give to people, especially at this time of the year. It's perfect. Fee says, do I do affiliate marketing on ClickBank or other online business model than POD? No, POD is my main source, and I do have some other stuff in crypto and some other stuff going on, but POD is the main income, main source for me. No affiliate marketing. All right. Awesome. Thanks, Michael. No problem. Fee, are you in Zero Up, or are you thinking to join Print Profits? I just want to see how did you find out about me? Because those are great questions. Baking deal, is it working for product? So I will mix. So for baking products, I will have a mixture of products in your store, right? Now, baking itself, again, you'll have to do some research and see how big the audience size is for baking. Pull up your audience insights to see how big of these people you can target, and research if anyone's doing it right now, and if there's any funny phrases or something meaningful that people will want to wear. This will give you a better idea if you should go into ni hao. Hey, yes. Yeah, my Chinese is very limited, but I can read that. That's awesome. But yeah, you should definitely do a competitive research on if it's a good niche. So baking is a niche that I actually haven't seen any students get into. I know there's a lot of baking products for job shipping, but for apparel on demand, it's at this point, I will feel it's a little hard unless you see other T-shirts out there selling with baking phrases. Good question. I'll just read this out because it's a good question. If POD is your main source, what niches have you found work good for POD, pets, nursing, camping, and what product have you sold well for you, T-shirts or different products? All right, so in terms of niches, dog niche is always going to be evergreen because there's always going to be new people coming into a dog niche. Nursing it's good niche, but I find if comparing nursing to bikers, I would like biker more in terms of how I can resonate in terms of that. So nursing didn't work so well for me, but I know someone who crushed it in the nursing niche. But for me, bikers sold much better. And also, cat niche didn't work good for me. I know people who did, but didn't work good for me for cat niche. So dog niche, biker niche. What else did I sell in? That's two. Entrepreneur niche is something that I'm building right now, and it's really interesting. Entrepreneur niche is really interesting. Now, survival niche, it's camping and survival. It's not that great, but hunting it is, and also the what's it called, gun rights, and also there's one more. I just lost it. Like patriotic niche. There's another word for it. Yeah, I can't remember the term for it, but those niche are very engaging, and those will work really well. In terms of product wise, t-shirt is good, sneakers is really good, but remember with print profits, you want to use express shipping, so you want to build it into your pricing, so that will give you faster shipping. And what else? Uh, So another thing is you can do that a lot of people don't do is with tote bags, you can actually do a really low end tote bag and build a funnel around that. And that is something that I did before that I crushed it as well on a brand new store. So if you not getting the engagement you want on certain niche, you can start driving traffic with, let's say, a tote bag giveaway, and then build a funnel around that. Okay. Veterans, yes. Sorry, I was like, oh, it's been a long couple hours. Veterans, you're right. I was trying to think about that word. Thanks. Outsourcing, yes. Let me know what kind of questions you have regarding outsourcing. Do you want to outsource your customer service, or do you want to outsource your designs? So give me a direction where I can elaborate on that. So I'll be here roughly around 20 minutes. So keep typing your questions in the chat box so I can get them all answered. All right, cool. Product research and customer service. So let's talk about product research first. So first of all, you have to understand how to do your own product research. So what I do is I will record my own video, put it into the area. Whenever I hire my VA, they'll watch it, and then they will go ahead and do the research. And we have Trello boards to see exactly where they're at. And this is the exact setup. I have a VA doing the research and coming up with design ideas. And they coordinate with my graphic designer. And my graphic designers will come up with the graphic. And what I do is, after the graphic designers let me know, hey, I'm done with the design. Do you like it, or do you want to make any adjustments? Then I'll go in and on my Trello board, I'll say I need revision, or I need this done, or I need the files. And once all the files are in my folder, that is when I go and run my ads. So there's different segments on what you can do, but product research, that VA can also coordinate with your graphic designer. So this way, that whole thing is automated. All you have to do is focus on running your ads. And this way, you actually take yourself away from the business and you're working on your business instead of just putting designs into your store, which takes a lot of time, getting mock-ups. Your VAs can do all that if you structure it properly. All right, so that's my tip for you for product research. And you want to have videos for them, so whenever you hire new people, they know exactly what they're doing, and they know what steps, what responsibilities they have without you constantly doing the training over and over again. So that's one. Now, customer service, we use Freshdesk. We have templates inside Freshdesk. So all they have to do is, depending on what kind of problems our customers are having, they select the template and then they fire it off. Of course, maybe editing some text, but that will save a lot of time if you have templates already set up for them. But most of my VAs I hire through Upworks, and Upwork is a very easy system to use. Then from there, you can manage them pretty easily. So I hope that makes more sense. Yeah, I'll refer to your second question more. The veteran niche works better because because with Army and Navy and Air Force, if done, okay, so veteran and police out of veteran police firefighter is better than Army, Navy, and Air Force. Because with Army, Navy, Air Force, if you do it wrong, you can run into trademark issues. So you have to really be careful of that. So the three niches that you mentioned is really big: veteran, police, and firefighter. So veteran is my first rank, and police and firefighter, I would say firefighter because from my experience, they sold better than the police officers. Okay. And then the product, yeah, pillows and tote bag, those have really low costs. So it's very easy for you to do a no-brainer offer for those for lead generation, if that's something that you want to do. And then you can build a funnel behind those. And other products, leggings sell really well as well. And sneakers, I mentioned already. Now, wintertime, the hoodies sell really well. And I love hoodies because they have a lot of margin in there as well. Okay. So continue to type your questions in. I am going to just put this link in here again. I will pull up the screen to show you what you are getting with Print Profits because we are closing out really soon. So if you're on the fence and if you're still interested in getting in with the bonuses and also what we have for you with the high converting theme, you'll get that all with your purchase today. All right, so here's what you're getting. As I go through this, if you have questions that you want to ask me, continue to type them into the chat box for me, all right? All right, so basically what you're getting with your investment today is you get my Print Profits Academy step-by-step video training. This is basically my 4 years of experience in the print-on-demand industry, put it into a very easy to follow step-by-step hand-holding guidance type of video training where I'll show you how to set your store up correctly, right? All the essential pages you need on your store and how to run your ads, how to target your audience properly, how to structure those campaigns properly so you can get the cheapest conversions and what metrics to look for, and also show you how to expand your store or sell your store if you are ever needing to sell your store down the road. So it's completely complete business in the box, A to Z, everything you need to know about print on demand, right? Like I said before, you can take what you have learned and apply it into other business model as well. Even if you're doing dropshipping, you can still use the ad structure and what we're teaching you inside Print Profits Academy. And then you also get my Print Profits private community where you're literally getting your questions answered fast. So whenever you have a question, like you saw in our members area just now, where someone asked about editing some kind of ad set, and I replied right away, and that kind of lifted her frustration right away because she knows what to do next, right? A lot of people who start this business hit a wall and they don't know what to do next, and they will actually search a whole bunch of YouTube videos, which is just limited videos, and sometimes you get even more confused on what exactly you should be doing. And that is why having the private community and getting your answers right away is so important, especially when you're scaling your campaigns, right? When you're running those budgets, when you're scaling, you need to know how much should I scale, what should I do next, should I break out my campaigns, what should I do? That is something that you need to be certain of, because if you don't know your next step, you will lose a lot of money. You might even ruin the optimization if you don't know what you're doing. All right. Next, you'll get mentorship program. So you get me bi-weekly a call is different than this. What we're doing right now is Q&A, which I do every other week on Facebook Live. But with our bi-weekly call, we actually go into training and content on my business. So some questions in the chat right now, I'm seeing asking me about certain things, but I actually reveal to you exactly what's going on, what I'm doing in my business. So I can be more transparent with you on what I'm doing, right? I can share with my Print Profits family on what it's working, what's going on in terms of algorithm, what you need to adjust, how to run CBO properly, which is campaign budget optimization. That's coming down the pipeline in September. How to adjust your campaigns, how to adapt to that. You need to know all that if you're running Facebook ads. So you get all that latest and up-to-date training on our bi-weekly bootcamp. And then you get my Merch by Amazon Mastery and Etsy Blueprint. You can get organic traffic through these networks. And we have students who just solely run on Etsy and getting a nice organic traffic coming in. And that is maybe something that you want to do if you don't want to run ads right now. You just want to slowly build up, get some reoccurring or getting some sales without any traffic spent, and just leveraging organic traffic from the large network like Amazon or Etsy. So that's what you will get with Merch by Amazon Mastery and Etsy Blueprint. And then you get my 7-figure funnel stealer. This is the same funnels I used to land myself on 2 Comma Club award. You can get access to that as well. And also, I converted these ClickFunnels landing pages into Funnel Builder 2.0 as well. And the last but not least, you get Print Lab, which you'll get 1 design every single day, along with mockups that is done for you as well, and the ad images where you can run run traffic to these ad images right away. All right, so those are all done for you. Every single day, you'll get a design. And for those of you who are on the workshop, we have a student who actually generated over $16,000 off one of these designs. And we have hundreds of designs in the Print Lab program right now, and it's continue to grow as we grow. And you can also take these designs, because we have PSD files in there, so you can adjust these designs to however you want to design. So if you want some text change, if you want some image change, you can do that yourself. If you have Photoshop, or another free program is called Photopea, PEA, you can adjust those files in those programs. Very easy to do. All right, so that is Print Profits. You can enroll now for a one-time payment of $997, or save $194 and go with the 3 installments of $397. So, and the link is printprofits.com/yes. And I am going to close up this session really soon. So before I do, if there's any last minute questions you want to ask me, go ahead and ask me in the chat box right now. I do see a lot of people very engaged today, so that's good to see, and want to thank everyone who showed up today. It's awesome to see. All right, so let me know if there's any last minute questions you want to ask me. And once again, if you go to printprofits.com/yes, you will actually, if you have any questions regarding payment or login information, membership logins, my team is on there right now. So if you want to send a support ticket, they will help you out. But always remember to check your spam box. Sometimes the login will be stuck in there. And all the training is already recorded in the members area. It's up to date. And whenever there's new updates, we'll update it for you as well. Or if you want to see other trainings, more in-depth training about certain aspects, for example, Instagram, we added some Instagram videos in there as well. So you can definitely request certain videos that you want to see, or even in Print Lab, if you want to see certain designs, we can certainly see if we can add that into our members area as well. All right, so I didn't show the extra bonus. So the extra bonus that I did not talk about on the page just now, it's the Print Profits theme. So all of you who sign up today will also get that theme, and that should be released in roughly 2 weeks. All right, so I'm not seeing any more questions, so I am going to end the call right now, and I'm going to enter the URL again. If you want to get in before we close, now is your last chance to do so. And with that, thanks everyone for showing up today, and I look forward to seeing you inside the membership area or talk to you in our future calls. Talk to you soon, guys. Take care. Bye.